I gotta say good morning to my guest that's in this morning on this Sunrise Sitdown. It's all about Sister Basilia's Xmas Market. Good morning, my good sir.
Good morning, Uncle Shadz. Good morning to all your radio listeners. Once again, thank you for giving us the opportunity to broadcast our Christmas market that is held on December 6th, 2025. At the RPS parking lot, 5 p.m. through 10 p.m. on
At
your...
the where? Parking lot?
RPS.
That's where?
Next to the government building.
Okay.
So the RPS parking lot is not the government parking lot. The parking lot actually belongs to RPS and not government.
Not government. So this is the one that you can actually walk through. So there's
Correct.
Tell 'em on one side and then the government buildings on
Correct.
the other side. Right, because I never heard that. I didn't even know it had a name, brother.
Yes, it does.
It is a lie. I didn't know. But thank you very much. So it's going to be at the APS parking lot.
Correct.
Right. So what's going to be going on that? Because it's and how long is it going to be? Because I know this is not the first one. I guess.
No, it's not.
No. So how many years have you guys been?
So
doing
we have been hosting it for the past 3 years. This is going to be our 4th year. The past 3 years we hosted it on the campus. We're at the White Yellow Cross. Mm-hmm. But given fact that we have seen a influx and increase of our crowd, we then decided to take it to a bigger venue, which is now the RPS parking lot. This event will go on from 5 p.m. through 10 p.m. It's important to also note that though they may have many events happening on said date, that our own is a bit different, seeing that we are going into Disability Awareness Month.
Okay.
Yes. So the Sister Basilia Center, it's a disability or artistic daycare
institution. That
correct.
Really...
So we have 3 different departments within the Sister Basilia Center, which is our residents, which is persons that live within the campus. Right. We have our day activity, which is persons that come in just for the day. Mm-hmm. And then we have our guided living, which is persons that are just need guidance throughout their daily lives. Right. So given the fact that we are bringing about awareness about their disabilities and abilities as well, makes our Christmas market a bit different. And in addition to saying that, is because we also have our clients going to be on display, displaying their different talents, whether it be singing, dancing, etc.
When you say your clients, you're talking about the same set that you just mentioned. The
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
So they're going to be displaying their different talents, whether it be singing, dancing, poetry, you name it. They'll have the opportunity then to display that to the general public.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
That's nice. I mean, because it is very important that you be able to not just see them as a disability, but also see what they are capable of, and how they can, and how they are excelling actually with the guidance of the Sister Basilia Center. So we are telling everybody actually to come out. And besides that, what else is because it's a Christmas market. So what else do you have?
We have a number of 20 plus different vendors, whether it be pastries, punches, different little creative items that was handmade. Those all will be there to for you to pick from and shop around and support the different vendors.
That's 20 different.
20 plus.
20 plus.
Correct.
So, which means I have to say now the APS parking lot is going to be basically full and decorated.
Correct.
And what activities would you guys also be having besides the vendors selling? And
so we have, besides the vendors and also having our clients on display, we have a kids corner, and our interest is totally free. So the kids corner is one of those things. We'll have our different group leaders around that will show and give you more insight about the Sister Basilia Center itself, because it's important to know that we're just not the Sister Basilia Center, but also know the services that we have to offer and the care that we give to our clients, which is vital throughout Disability Awareness Month.
Right.
You understand? So you want to be able to educate the public about this awareness. So we have our different group leaders and stuff that will be there to, give you a little bit more information and stuff.
Okay. So would you give us a little bit insight more on what Sister Basilia? I mean, we know what it does, but you said there's going to be what did you just say? Because I kind of lost my train of thought on that. Whereas could you give some more insight on what will be actually happening with the practitioners that are there? You understand? On what help will you be giving? What does yeah. Basically, what I'm asking is, what is Sister Basilia besides everything else? I know you guys are helping the ones with the disabilities, the one with mental disabilities, and stuff like that. So you give Give me and the audience a little bit more insight on Sister Basilia Center, because we hear about it. We always hear the name Sister Basilia. Sister Basilia, I know it's linked with the White and Yellow Cross. It's linked with helping those in need.
Okay, so in the Sister Basilia Center, we cater to autism, persons with disability, mild intellectual disability as well, and many others, right? And when persons often hear about the Sister Basilia Center, they automatically think that it's just quote-unquote handicapped persons that we're dealing with.
And that's what I was trying to, that's what I was trying to get at, you know?
That is not the case.
Right.
So within our care, then I can say, we still take time to teach our clients the daily routines of life that one loved one would not have the patience to then deal with.
Correct.
Still giving them the opportunity as well to take a course or do certain more stuff that another loved one would not have the patience to deal with. In fact, like I mentioned, that we have persons with mild intellectual ability, right? So those are persons that can barely speak or probably may repeat themselves more than once. Mm-hmm. We have speech therapists that would take their time for them to be able to communicate. Right. Okay? We have, who's that kid at? In a normal school routine, we say a gym teacher, but on campus now we call him a paramedic therapist. Okay. So, for example, he takes, when in regular school you would have to run laps or to warm up for gym, XYZ, he would then do hydrotherapy, so giving them the opportunity to move certain limbs, etc., based on their disability as well. So all those persons will be in-house as well at the Christmas market to be able to share that information with the general public as well, because it's important that
we do understand, because as you said, it is not just, you think that the system, most of us, well, I was one of those that was taught, okay, Sister Basilia is just, it's for the handicapped, because you see the bus rolling around with them, and mostly you see kids.
And the fun part about it, the funny part that you mentioned that, right? Our bus program, right? Our bus picks up our clients from their respective homes and bring them to the daycare center on a daily basis. However, our buses are not just roaming around. They're giving the clients the opportunity to go to different workspaces, because we have clients that are not on a scale from 1 to 10, but they're still able to go into the workforces, because last month we had Disability Employment Awareness Month. Right. So our bus drivers pick those clients up and carry them to the respective places to work, whether it be Carrefour, the Bird Farm, and many other places as well. Also, in addition to that, our clients also get the opportunity to tour the island, because
usually, because I'm at Walter Plant, so usually there's a lot of times that I'm there in the morning, or somebody will come and say, listen, they're coming through, to see the fountain or whatever it is. So, and then I see that and I'm like, okay, hey, that's cool, but what else is there? What else are they doing? You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that you decided to come in today and have this conversation, because that's what the Sunrise Sitdown is about, having that conversation. You know what I'm saying? So for myself and my listeners to really understand, so we definitely appreciate that. So I think it's something that we all should basically pay attention to, get into, because today it's one family, but tomorrow it can be your family. You can, God forbid, you can also have a child with a disability. And I do have friends, and like you said, autism. I know autism is something that it's very, how would say, for a parent, it's kind of tedious, and it's something that you have to understand, because very challenging. Right.
Even as a parent, I can say it's very challenging, because you are not taught then to deal with autistic child.
Deal with an autistic child.
So then you're forced then, quote unquote, to leave this child in the care of others, but you still have to find the grounds to understand the disease and adapt to it. And like I say, because we offer these services because we understand that one may not have the patience as well to sit down and actually go through a day-to-day service with their loved one, not willingly, but because they have a lot
life
going
be
on.
life, and you have these things going on. And I have and that's why I kind of said it too. So I do appreciate and understand that there is the Sister Basilia, a center like Sister Basilia Center, that is actually checking on this, because we do have a lot of autistic kids around the island. And I do have a few friends,
and there has been an increase in diagnosis as well, whether it be mild or heavy, or there is.
But I have a very, very close friend with a son, and she lives abroad, and we You know, whenever I go and I always visit him, and he loves me. Some of them are so some artistic kids are so loving, you know, but they got so much things going on within them, and they understand that it is also a brain disease.
Correct.
You understand? So your functionalities and your attention span is on something else. But this little man plays the piano, and nobody taught him the piano, and that for me, I found so interesting in understanding that, because other than that, he could be chaos. You know what I'm saying? But when he's in the mood and he sits down in front of his keyboard, because my boy he got about 6 different keyboards, this kid. Some that play music, some that have programmable music inside. You understand? And then there is others. He has a huge piano.
And that's the thing. With persons with disability, sensory plays a big role. So I definitely would see him playing a keyboard because of his sensory aspect, which is there are different levels to the sensory as well, and it's their feeling to communicate with feelings.
Oh, okay.
So his sensory level definitely sounds like it's on a good part to communicate how he's feeling.
It's on a different level because he can hear. One of my songs, White Line, is one of the songs that he loves playing, and he plays it on the keyboard. So it's like, and then I would sing with him, you know. But he just loves, and music has so many different tones and so many different elements. So for you not to be in the daily function of life, but this part of your life is so dominant that, and it keeps him calm. So,
and he's one that speaks as well. He's very okay.
Yeah. When he wants to, because I realize, I think along with everything else, being artistic, they just be really stubborn at times. You know what I'm saying?
Not willingly, because I know it's not before.
I know it's not. I know now knowing my friend and his son, I know it's not willful, because I myself now I do understand. You know, he hates to be touched. You know, and but at times he just wants to be hugged. You understand? He would just come up and just rest his head, and you hug him and you laugh, and then he goes back and you know what I mean? He gets away from you. But like I said, it can be tedious for a parent or a family member who doesn't understand it. So I do appreciate Sister Basilia Center for having this, because autism is something that we really need to pay attention to here on the island. You know what I mean? And kids with different. I know it's. I don't think retard is the word anymore.
No,
different word
because in actuality, if we're going to be quite honest, I grew up, because at the time when growing up, Sister Basilia Center was at behind the Catholic Church in South Reward.
Yes.
So at the time, in the community, it was just told to me that it was a dummy center.
Yeah,
and that was not the.
That's not the right term.
Exactly,
it's not the right term, and it's not the right way to go about it. But
correct.
But if you don't know,
you know,
you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of times, and so it's difficult. So like sometimes you're having a conversation and you don't want to use that word.
Yes.
You don't want to use retard, slow, small. You don't want to use those words because it belittles the person as well. You know, so you have to understand it. So these things should be taught to the general public.
Correct.
You understand? And for those who just don't know.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So this, I implore and I encourage everyone, please go to the Sister Basilia Christmas market.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And anything else you have to say to the general public?
Yes, so thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to explore
I love
your
this
station.
Yeah.
Our Christmas market is going down on December 6th, 5 p.m. through 10 p.m. at the RPS parking lot, which is right across from the Festival Village or the government building. So just see us there, come out and support the different vendors, see our different clients and all their talents, speak to our different group leaders.
Sorry for cutting you. What I didn't ask, it starts next week, Sunday, which is December the 6th, and how long will
it's just the one day. December 6th, Saturday.
Yes. Oh, yes. Saturday.
Yes.
So it's just one day.
Correct. 5 to 10.
So you go into this whole thing just for one day, dude.
Yeah, but it's
But then again, there's so many different Christmas things going on.
On that exact same day, hence why I say like ours is totally different, because we're giving the clients the opportunity to explore their different talents. Because we have like 4 to 5 different Christmas markets on that exact same day. Yes.
I gotta find out from Mr. Rue, because Phillipsburg turns magical supposed to be
the 19th, 28th, and 21st.
I didn't know know this. I don't know. I love Christmas and I love lights. As you know, I always go down my Mama Nita and we light up down my Mama Nita. It's always fun for me. I'm happy to drive around the island now and see that the business communities has put more into now decorating our street poles, because when you drive around you see lights, and I think that they can also do more.
Correct.
You know, because I'm looking around at the light poles.
I find it highly commendable as well.
Yes.
And I don't necessarily mean to compare, but like you say, we could do more.
Yeah.
And having a station whereas it's very picturestic, as of like how we have on the front side with that
but that's one of the reasons.
Christmas tree
ever
and
since
stuff.
It's been 10 years since Walter Plants was open, and I took pride seeing that I'm down there. I took pride into making that the spot, making sure the tree
Correct.
is, because it is.
That's why, because
it's a wow factor for kids.
Yes, and this is why I'm also disappointed in the fact that we don't have the Christmas parade again this year. It's very disappointing.
Yes, it is.
Because
and for me, these things it doesn't take that much.
Exactly.
It doesn't. They make it seem as if it is that. But if you buy, let's say we have all these lights on the poles.
Last year, it didn't take that much last year either.
No,
it was planned in such a short period and executed in such a short period and promoted in such a short period.
Right. So
you had ample time to see.
You had a whole entire year.
Exactly. You had ample time.
Christmas comes the same time every year.
And it was just going to be one evening. I just say that to say this, right? I don't mean to walk on anyone's toes, but
I say what you gotta say. We talking.
We try to console and comfort what we like best. And it was not seen as it was something that was in the best interest of the people, even though they came out in full masses with such a short time and supported it.
But like I said, I was saying where with Christmas decorations, it's ironic and people don't really realize that.
Correct.
With Christmas decorations, if you buy Christmas decorations to put up this year and you store them properly, and then you add to it next year, and then you add to it the following year, and you add and you add and you add and you add. When you keep adding, you have such an abundance that, you know what I'm saying? You just have to add. So basically, if you do the Christmas parade last year, what was wrong with adding to what you had last year to do this year?
Look at it like this as well to Uncle Shadz. The Christmas tree is an artificial Christmas tree that was stored away already, which I believe the one at Walter planted is what was lit up first and then continued to the square last year, then they lit the next one.
Right.
It's artificial. That had to be properly stored. One. Then you have the fire department supporting, whereas the Santa on the truck coming through. Then already you just have to get a permit to use the government street from point A to point B.
And you are the government.
And then, correct. And then you could have got a simple red t-shirts again and put on, and then go costless and get costless donations, get a little candies, give out. It's just about the tart. It is the season for the tart. So why not?
Yeah, so it is. And those are the things that, because I've been saying it, I've been driving around and I asked the other day.
Because the road is lit already.
Right. I understand. But one of the things that is missing is I'm asking, so what happened to our town? Every light on the outside is lit. Every pole on the outside is lit. What happened to town? Because we are missing that. It is gone already, where you drive to town now. People would say, oh, it's a ghost town.
Correct.
But I could remember as a child, you understand, on Sundays, you get up with mom and dad in the evening time and they say, let's go for a drive. One of the places that you used to drive is through Front Street because you could window shop throughout the whole thing. Now it's closed down. No problem. We got casinos. No problem. But it is the holidays. So if you light up Cold Bay, K Bay, Simpson Bay, Dutch Quarter, you understand? You light up all these lights and all these roundabouts that we have. But what happened to center of town?
I find it very questionable as
you know what I'm saying? So
very much so, but I think
as
town people ourselves, because we all rooted in from town,
correct,
we need to find a different ways to connect in order to bring that life back to town, which I find Henry Lynch, Mona Lisa.
Yes,
he had brought back Mona Lisa back to town,
just by having a name alone, Mona Lisa,
without it being changed.
Without being changed.
I mean, I was pretty young, but
of course,
I'm very aware of it.
Yeah, because you pass it every day.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because you're from down the street And you ain't gonna walk up Front Street every day. You're gonna walk up Back Street because all your friends
Correct.
are on Back Street.
Correct.
You understand?
Yes,
You're gonna
sir.
stop by Joe. You understand, of course. And if you pass by Mama Nita, you're gonna walk down the alley just to pass by Joe.
Correct.
You understand? So
Correct.
it was normal.
Yeah, so in him having to bring that back and keeping the same ideal name, just adding a more modern twist to the place,
Yeah,
I find
yeah.
it is very, very
Yeah,
commendable.
and they're having something
A
there
happy
this
hour
weekend, a happy
tomorrow
hour
after work,
You
the
understand? So
28th.
all the business people,
Correct.
You understand, can go there, chill, vibes,
And exactly, a tongue man and already start bring back the life
bring
to
back the
town.
life to town.
You
know what I'm
understand?
saying? So, but Walter Plants is gonna be lit in a bit, so they doing that. But thank you so
Walter
much.
Plants are gonna have their lighting of the Christmas tree and everything going ahead still with Port of St.Maarten.
Yes. Well, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. I'm just waiting for the lights to come. When the lights
Okay.
come and they start to decorate it,
We're
fine.
still in November.
We're
It's
still
only
in
the
November.
27th. So it's
Right,
okay.
you understand? So, but thank you so much for coming in. So
Thank
I'm
you
going to let
so much for
everybody
having me.
know this is on the 6th of December, the Sister Basilia Xmas Market,
Correct.
where you'll have their clients, you will have their classes, you will have their teachers, you will have them doing so many different things, and they all come through. So thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for this information, and thank you so much for the Sunrise Sitdown and this conversation. It was
Thank you
very
so much for
exhilarating,
having me,
and I know
Uncle Shad.
everybody
It
else
was a
exhilarated.
pleasure.
So you have yourself a great day in Sunshine City.
Same.
You keep
Happy
it locked.
return.
You don't go nowhere. And once again, thank you so much for coming through. And if anything that you need and you want to speak about and you want to bring it through, the doors are always open here at
Thank you.
105.5 FM.
Thank you.
All right.